Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Yield Weekly Beauty Chit Chat, the video that I like to upload most Fridays here on my channel, where I just talk about all the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was loving over the course of the past week. As always, I will list and link everything in the description box down below if you want to go read up other people's reviews, check price point, ingredient deck, all that information. I typically try to link where, like, if any of these things happen to be on sale somewhere, I try to look out for the sale price. So yeah, the description box is usually a plethora of information, so feel free to check that out if you are so inclined. But before we get into the faves from this past week, I hope you guys had a really great week. I hope you have some fun weekend plans. Let me know what your plans are in the comments down below. I have some soccer stuff coming up with my kid, and then I have just a little tiny bit of Christmas shopping left to finish up, and it is my goal to just completely wrap that up this weekend, and it feels really good having that finished well before Christmas is actually here, because last year I waited a lot longer and that was quite stressful. So yeah, just thinking ahead. If you haven't started your Christmas shopping, may I suggest beginning the process, because it's always super fun, right, to get behind on that, and then to be there with everybody else who also waited until the last possible minute. So anyway, you guys, I hope it's a good weekend for you, and without further ado, let us get into the faves from the past week. I am going to start with the perfume picks, because there's two. I did upload a review video of some new alt fragrances that Alt Fragrances was kind enough to send to me. So that video went up a few days ago. I will go ahead and link that in the description box down below, as well as in the cards up above towards the end of this video, in case you're interested in checking that out. But two of the fragrances that they sent me have turned out to be just really freaking fabulous, and I've been enjoying them so much. Now, this is not necessarily a fragrance profile that I really enjoy wearing this time of year necessarily. I'm pretty seasonal with my personal fragrance, just like I am with my home fragrance picks. But sometimes, you know, I'll go back to kind of like the lighter, more like summery floral type scents, and one of these definitely is much more of like a summer fragrance to my nose, but they just pair so well together. So let's get into it. What are the two scents? These two right here. So Alt Crystal number 23, which is a dupe for the world famous iconic Baccarat Rouge 540. I have multiple dupes of Baccarat Rouge 540. I have one from Dossier that I think is fantastic, and you cannot go wrong with it. There are a couple of others. I will try to remember to link any of my dupe Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe videos in the description box down below as well, because I've done a couple of those now, I think. I do actually have a small travel size of the Real Thing that a girlfriend purchased for me. It's beautiful. I know what the Real Thing smells like, and it is an absolutely heavenly perfect perfume, and it works great with my body chemistry. And I gotta say, their Crystal number 23 it's another really great dupe of that particular scent. But what I think that the Alt version does better than probably any of the other like dupes that I have tried before, this Alt uses an extrait de parfum type process to create their fragrances. So that usually an extrait de parfum offers a higher concentration of the fragrance oils. So it's just a much more powerful version of an eau de parfum even. So you're not quite at like the pure like perfume concentrate here, but this has a higher concentration of fragrance oils. I believe for an extrait de parfum, it can be anywhere between 20 and 40% of the like actual oils that they use to create the fragrance that they put into an extrait de parfum. So basically, moral of the story is this is a powerhouse even for this specific scent, which on me I really prefer as more of like a skin type scent. But this version is quite powerful, and this is the longest lasting version outside of the original that I have in my collection. So if you're looking for the longest lasting version, this is definitely it. So, and I think it's quite true to the original myself, but I actually really enjoy pairing these two together. You can see I've put a pretty hefty dent in both of these already. The Alt Gables is somewhat similar to the Crystal number 23. This is a dupe for Bond number 9 Greenwich Village. When Craig and I went to New York City back in 2019, one of the things that I did, just as like a little side trip, I wanted to smell all the fancy lady perfumes that I could at the department stores. I think we were either in Bloomingdale's or Saks, I can't remember. But I went through all the Bond number 9 fragrances because I've never had the opportunity to smell them otherwise. No stores around me carried them. So Greenwich Village was the one where I was like, oh, this smells so good. And I think the reason that I was drawn to it is because it is a slightly more floral version of the Baccarat Rouge 540 to my nose. And I think it's specifically that jasmine that's in here. There's jasmine in this as well. And they just pair so well together. Now this is definitely more floral, but it has the same kind of similar musk type vibes at the base. But I'm just telling you, if you happen to be in the market for some new fragrances and you're good with not having super fancy packaging, because let's face it, the packaging on the Alt fragrances isn't like spectacular. The lids, you know, they're nice, but they're plastic. They do have a really nice sprayer, so I will say that it delivers a nice mist of fragrance, not a splat. And because of the price point, I don't feel bad hosing myself down with these. Although I will say you do not have to hose yourself down with these because they are quite a bit more powerful than I would say most of the eau de parfums that I have in my collection. So anyway, separately, these two are delightful. Together, I think they're even better. Alt is having some really great sales right now. They didn't give me like a discount code or anything. And I'm just gonna like link to like their regular website. It's not like an affiliate link or anything like that. They're just having some really great sales right now. And if you're at all in the market for a new fragrance, either for the holidays, maybe you're looking for a gift idea for, you know, a daughter or a son, I feel like these would totally be worth checking out. They're just so accurate to the originals, and the performance is just so good on these that I totally think they're worth checking out. And with the sales they're running right now, I think, you know, if you want something for Christmas or for New Year's, I would definitely recommend checking Alt out. And I really enjoy these two, and I'm going to continue to rock them, even though seasonally this really shouldn't be something that I'm like gravitating towards right now, because during the fall and winter, honestly, I like heavier, slightly more oppressive fragrances, and these are a little bit lighter, a little bit more airy. So anyway, delightful. If you want to smell like $1,000,000, put these two together. It's a great combo. All right, next, let's move on to the fact that I, for whatever reason, am getting the driest leg skin ever. Man, my legs have been so dry, you guys. So I busted this out. I had this on my bathroom counter a long time ago and used a fair amount of it, and then I was like, oh, I'm bored with it, I'll just put it away. It's the Derma E Crepey Skin Repair Treatment. This has an anti-crepe complex, copper peptides, as well as resveratrol. This is also just so hydrating. Incredibly hydrating on my dry skin right now. I'll say that it's got like a really light lavender scent to it. I'm not a huge lavender fan, but it's not like this travels up to my nose. I've been using this pretty much exclusively on my legs. And right after getting out of the shower, I basically just, you know, do like a swipe, and that is because it's quite concentrated and my skin is still like damp from getting out of the shower. Like it spreads really well, so I don't have to feel like I need to use a ton of the product. But it has been hydrating my legs to the point where I'm no longer like just wanting to like, you know how when you get dry skin, you just want to like scratch it and just like itch it. I am that person. So yeah, this makes me not want to like scratch the skin off my legs right now, which is fantastic. So anyway, if you're in the market, I feel like this is a nice, affordable, rich, creamy, deeply hydrating body cream, but it's also got those really great ingredients, which if you are someone who is dealing with maybe some crepiness in your chest area, I would actually really recommend using this in that area as well. I think they kind of designed this to be, you know, used in this particular area. So the copper peptides in here are fantastic. That resveratrol is always amazing for the skin. So yeah, this is absolutely worth checking out. And Derma E is just a wonderful, I guess you could say, drugstore brand. You can find most of their products at Ulta, but they also run some pretty great sales on their website as well. So I'll list it. If I can find it on sale somewhere right now, I will. But again, the Derma E website also is a great resource for their stuff as well. But usually I end up getting most of my stuff from Ulta because I get points there, and I am a sucker for the points. Speaking of dry skin, let's do some skincare next, because I, for whatever reason, even though I try to avoid putting tretinoin like in the corners of my nose here and around the base of my nose, because that's where I tend to get still the most irritation from it, I think it's still kind of traveling to those areas a little bit. So I've been really dry around here and here just because I haven't been focusing enough of like the moisture in that area. I just assumed that I didn't have to, but once my skin was like, we're angry, I realized that I needed to put this moisturizer a little bit more heavily in this area. And it really helped heal that skin up super quickly. I will say my bottle looks like it's been through it. I actually use this Paula's Choice Barrier Repair Advanced Moisturizer. This has I can read, I promise. Tripeptide 5 as well as ceramides in it. So it's just really good for calming and soothing the skin. But I've been using this every single night that I have been using my tretinoin. So I usually put on like a hydrating essence, let that really soak in, and then I go straight in with my tretinoin. And then a lot of times I'll just kind of keep it simple on those nights, and I will just follow up with this product here as a moisturizer after. If I do not use something like this, especially in the winter months, I feel like my skin still tends to dry out a little bit from the tretinoin. So even though I feel like I'm pretty acclimated to the tretinoin after years of using it, if I don't use a moisturizer after, I do still deal with, you know, like the dry flaky bits in certain areas. But it's, again, mostly for me, just like right here and right. Why do I look so orange? What's wrong with the lighting? Oh, it might be because of the blue. Is that what's doing it? Oh man, I don't know, but that was like a weird color. I promise I'm not orange. Anyway, this is really good stuff. If you have really dry skin and you need something to really kind of repair your skin's barrier, this is definitely worth checking out. I have also been using this on the eczema patches that pop up on my upper arms. It's the only area on my body right now where I'm like constantly fighting the eczema. But I will put this on those eczema patches and instantly like the itch goes away and the dry patch like just disappears, and it's just very, very soothed. So yeah, if I could bathe in this in terms of like my body, I would. It's a really nice rich moisturizer, but not rich to the point where it clogs my pores. So anyway, if you are in the same boat as me with tretinoin and you're just kind of struggling, this is a wonderful moisturizer to pair alongside. There you go. All right, another Paula's Choice product that I recently busted out again. I like using a lot of different brands of vitamin C products. One of my favorites has always been, just because I love these boosters from Paula's Choice, is the C15 booster. This is wonderful. This has 15% vitamin C with vitamin E and ferulic acid. Can you find less expensive vitamin C products? Yeah, absolutely. This one, however, has been a really great one for me in the past and still now in terms of just brightening my skin. I feel like right now my skin has a really nice clarity to it, and I think it's probably the combination of a lot of different things, but also for me, when it comes to vitamin C, I find that it just brightens my skin. When I take the vitamin C products out, my skin does tend to look just a little bit more dull. I can tell a difference. So that's why I keep it in my routine. There are some people for who vitamin C doesn't really do much for them. It just doesn't seem to affect their skin. But for me, it's always been an ingredient that has just worked really well for giving me a slightly more awake, brighter look. So anyway, big fan of that. If you're in the market, check it out. I'm sure that Paula's Choice is having some kind of sale on their website right now. And they also have some different bundles going on. I'm glad to see them kind of putting different bundles together because they're usually a better deal. And then when there's a sale, you can even save a little bit more. So, all right, let's do hair next. So I feel like lately my hair has had just a little bit more like oomph to it. Also, I'm totally past the bangs. Obviously, I just don't even bother with them. They're quite long at this point, to be totally honest. Like if I were to like actually dry them down, they are to the point now where they are like below my eyeballs. So they're not really like wearable bangs anymore, but I've just been kind of going back to the old way of blow drying my hair, which is just upside down, and then I run the Dyson through my hair until it's dry, and then I flip my hair over, and then this is what I'm left with. This is how I really love doing my hair, and this is what I should have remembered when I went to go get the bangs, is that I will spend hours on makeup, but I don't like doing my hair. It's just not a thing for me, and when you have bangs, you have to do them. For most people, bangs don't naturally fall just flat on your forehead, right? Like they tend to want to like stick out here or go in different directions. It just requires a little more work. So again, glad I did it, but glad also that they're growing out. So I think I'm gonna get a haircut maybe in January or February and see if I can incorporate them as some kind of like side swept situation. But I'm gonna let them grow, I think, for another like couple of months just to like give the stylist a little more to work with in terms of length. But hair for more oomph. This has been my combo, and it's 2 Kenra products, and I just love Kenra. Their styling products, I think, are probably hands down, I would say, my favorite. And I don't think that they're horribly expensive. It's definitely a higher end like salon hair care brand, but that being said, usually like you can get these on some kind of Ulta special. They're Kenra, not necessarily all of their brands, but a lot of their products sometimes are part of, you know, their different hair events or their 21 days of beauty. So yeah, you can save some more money on these, but even at full price, I think these are fair for the performance that you get. So what have I been using? So first of all, the Kenra Platinum Thickening Mousse, which really does, like, I mean, it's a big difference. I had been using for a very long time the Paul Mitchell Volumizing Mousse, which is good, but it isn't as good as this. But I had a bottle of it left, and I knew I just needed to finish it. So what I'm gonna do going forward is I think I'm just gonna stick with this. It has always been the best. It smells like $1,000,000. It never makes my hair stiff or crunchy or dry. I can easily comb through it after I'm done blow drying my hair, and it does leave me with a significantly more substantial look or like thickness to my hair. And that's saying a lot because, as you guys know, I recently went through a pretty big hair loss situation from being severely anemic and not knowing that. Also, I'm going through hormonal changes because of perimenopause, so it's just a lot coming at me right now. But this, and then following up with the hairspray, just like a light mist of their, what is this? The Design Spray Light Hold Hairspray. So I basically just do like that and just kind of zhuzh my hair up, and then yeah, I'm left with this. This isn't really like a hairdo, but it works for me. I cannot tell you how good this smells. It smells like candy. I've always loved the smell of this. So anyway, if you're in the market for a different hair care brand to try, maybe check out Kenra. They got good stuff. Even if your hair problem is not having 57 strands of hair, maybe you have a mountain of hair on your head, I'm sure Kenra has a styling product that will help you tame that mountain of hair. How lucky are you? How dare you tame your hair? All I've ever wanted in life is like massive, like Texas-sized hair, and it's because I wasn't born with that. The grass is always greener on the other side. So Anyway, I live vicariously through those of you, like my best friend Lisa. Oh my God, so much hair. Just so much hair that she gets like half of it thinned off of her head. I would never. I would just rock it all over the place. Okay, let's talk some makeup stuff. Now, I want to share a product that I just recently purchased from Laura Geller. You guys know how I feel about my Balance and Brighten Powder Foundation, and they were having a 60% off sale, and then there was like an extra 10% off. So like a great sale. And so I did pick up 2 more backups of my beloved Balance and Brighten, which will join the 5 other backups that I already have. But I'm telling you, every time there's a good sale, I just grab a few. But I noticed that they had this new, I'm assuming it's new, maybe it's not, but I feel like I've never noticed this product. The Baked Blurring and Setting Powder. Have you guys seen this? Okay, first of all, I just went ahead and bought 3 because with the sale, I think they were like 13 bucks each. And I love Laura Geller. I figured I was gonna love it. I'm so glad that I did. And the next time there's another sale, more of these will also come home to me. Listen, one of them that came it was broken. So this is the broken one. And Laura Geller did say like, hey, send it back, we'll exchange it. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to go to the post office. I don't want to arrange for pickup of anything. I'm just not going to. So what I did is the top part that like came off, because it's a domed product, just like the Baked Balance and Brighten. I went ahead and just took off that top piece and put it into a container and then like smashed it. So I actually used it as like a loose setting powder, if you will. I made sure it was like really finely milled. And then I still have a little bit of product left in the pan here as well. Sorry, it's not gonna focus, is it? Hello? Oh, there it is, yeah. So you can see I still have some product in there, but this is basically a product that is baked onto a terracotta pan. So there is potential for some breakage, but honestly, this is the first time in years from ordering from Laura Geller that I had one of these arrive broken. So I just was like, I'm just gonna use it as a loose powder. But anyway, this is fabulous. You guys, look at the glow. Look at the glow on my skin, right? Not a greasy glow. It's from this. I use this as the setting powder. Oh man. I used this BK Beauty 101 brush, and I just tapped it. Well, I can tap it in here, but I was tapping it into that little container that I diffused it in, or crushed it up in. And then I just like, you know, like patted it onto the different areas of my face. And it helped to, at the same time, kind of mattify my face, but also give it like just the most beautiful glow. I just am in love with this. And it's the perfect color match for me. It's actually the first time that Laura Geller has like a perfect color match for me, because I can tell you, this is not the Fair, which is the shade that I purchased in the Balance and Brighten. It really isn't the best color fit for me, but this color corrects that. So anyway, works for me. I just love this foundation so much that I'm willing to make it work. And now I have the perfect setting powder. I think this is it. I have a bunch of other like loose setting powders that I love. And then I will continue to use, but I am loving this. You guys, look at that glow. It's just so pretty. I also feel like it maybe hides my melasma a little bit better. Yeah, she's acting up here right now, so that's fun. Anyway, if you are in the market, I highly recommend this. If you're a Geller girl to begin with, check this out. It's good. And they're still having like an amazing sale. And sorry that I'm talking so long. I just realized I've been talking for 24 minutes. Okay, really quickly, I'm going to finish up the makeup picks from this week in case you're wondering what has been on my face in some of my videos. The blush has been from this Hourglass palette. I think this is still available at Ulta. This is the Ambient Lighting Palette in Diffused Edit. So I am wearing the blush that is right here. Is this one available on its own? It's called Euphoric Fusion. I'm not sure if this one is available on its own. This to me is a darker version of my beloved Mood Exposure. So this has a little bit more of that purple, like a darker purple running through it. But I love this on my cheeks. I really like my makeup situation right now. Not to toot my own horn, but I think I've got a good thing going here. Cause like it's polished, it's pretty, but it's not like overdone, right? I'm sure there's gonna be someone in the comments that's like, you're nothing but overdone. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, the eyeshadow palette that I'm still using, that I've been using ever since, I think I actually picked this up at Sephora, is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. You guys, this palette has, do you know how I used to always talk about like almost just exclusively using Viseart? I feel like I'm almost exclusively using this palette right now, and I can't stop. This is such a versatile palette for me personally because I like very nude, natural, kind of easy looks. So again, my favorite is either this shade right here or this one right here. And admittedly, I did have some of these fall out, and I know I didn't put them back in the right place. So that's why I'm showing you like this. So these shimmery taupes, like darker shimmery taupe, lighter shimmery taupe, and then this shade right here, I don't think it's Muse, but maybe it is. It's in the middle of the palette. Again, these, you can pop these out, like you've got these holes back here. So if you want to depot these into another palette, you can. I don't know why you would do that, but anyway, some of mine fell out and I put them back in the wrong spot. But this one I've been putting on the beginning part of my lid, and then I've been using this like neutral shade here, this really matte, just mid-toned neutral brown, I guess you could say, in the crease. And I love this eye look. It's easy, it's pretty, it's got a little bit of shimmer. Yeah, it's a fabulous holiday look. And then for my lips, this has been my lip combo this week. The ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Oh Snap. And then I've been going over top with the City Beauty City Lips Night Oil because once again, my lips have also been kind of dry. P.S. City Beauty is having another sale that's actually starting today. I will put some information for it on the community tab as well, just in case you missed this video. But they are offering a 35% off starting today until next Friday. The 15th of December is when the last day of that sale will be. I'll put a link to it down below. It is site-wide, so you should be able to save 35%. If you missed the amazing 40% off that I shared a few weeks ago, now would be the time to, you know, pick up your backups of your City Beauty Complete Skin Restore. Also, if you need some more of your City Lips Night Oil, I am expecting my order. City Lips was a little bit behind with this last sale, but I'm expecting my order, I think it's actually supposed to come today, of my next round of Complete Skin Restore, as well as 2 more of these. I did pick up one for Stella as well because she really likes this too. This oil right here, magical. It makes my lips feel so soft, so hydrated. It's beautiful. And then lastly, I've just been really enjoying this as a mascara topper, but it's good mascara in its own right. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Cleantopia mascara in the shade, I believe it's called Ultramarine. It's blue. Oh, it's so pretty. So I put either the City Beauty Beyond mascara on first or the Buxom mascara, and then I've been topping it with this just because it has that gorgeous blue, and it really makes my green eyes pop. By the way, yeah, my eyes really are green, you guys. I know everybody thinks they're blue. They're not. They're actually green. They were blue. My kid has blue eyes. But my eyes, when I was like going through puberty, went from like a really bright blue to a green, which is weird. But that does happen with some people. So that is me with my green eyes. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Again, let me know what your plans are in the comments down below. Let me know what you were loving this past week. Let me know if there's anything that I need to try. Is there anything fabulous that came out that I missed? Let me know. Have a great rest of your weekend. Subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.